Good morning all. I am Dr.K.Lalithakameswari, Assistant Professor, Department of Corporate Secretariat, KCS Customer College of Arts and Science. We are going to see a branch accounts with invoice price method. The next is debtor system. In this system, the branches are small size industries, so they dependent on head office. The accounts are prepared and maintained by head office. This account is nominal in nature. The next is we are going to see what is invoice price. The goods are being sent to the branch at a price higher than a cost price, and that is called goods sent to at invoice price. For that, you have to understand with the formula invoice price is equal to cost plus profit, and this profit is also called as loading. We will use this word into loading for the further problems. Let me see with on a small example is the cost price is 10,000 and the profit is 2,000. So the company used 10,000 rupees to manufacture product to send a goods to its branch, but the goods are not sending at cost. It is sent through invoice price by adding profit 2,000. So there is 20% of 10,000. To add the profit 2,000 with the cost, the invoice price is 12,000. The next is examples. We are going to see the first example. I read out the question. Goods costing rupees 1 lakh are sent to branch at cost plus 20%. So we are using the same formula. Invoice price is equal to cost plus profit. Goods costing 1 lakh, that becomes our cost. To find invoice price, we have to add cost plus profit. First we will take 1 lakh as cost. We need profit at cost plus 20%. So cost plus 20% means this percentage is based on cost. So now we are calculate the profit 1 lakh into 20 divided by 100. So we get the profit is 20,000. Now add this profit with cost. Now we get the invoice price is 1,20,000. The next is example 2. The same question but slight difference. Goods costing rupees 1 lakh are sent to branch at 20% on invoice price. In previous sum we saw the same problem but 20% on cost plus. So the cost price is also in cost and the percentage is also in cost. But this problem, the price of the product is in cost but the percentage is in invoice price. So the cost is 1 lakh. Now we are going to find out the profit. So we cannot calculate 20% on 1 lakh because 20% is not a cost. It is on invoice price. So but we don't have invoice price. So what we have to do is to convert this percentage from invoice price to cost price. How we can do that? I will explain you. The cost is less than the invoice price. So convert this invoice price into cost price. The invoice price is in cost price will less profit. So I will mention this minus the profit percentage. So we are converting invoice price into cost price. We have to minus the profit percentage. That's why I mention is 20 divided by 80 into 100 is equal to 25%. Now we got the percentage in cost is 25%. Then Now we calculate the invoice price is equal to cost plus profit. So now our cost already we discussed, it is 1 lakh. So now we are going to calculate the profit. 1 lakh into 25 divided by 100. We are getting the profit is 25,000. So now the invoice price is 1 lakh 25,000. The next is format of branch account. It is an extract of invoice price method. This method is used to find out the true profit or loss at branch. It will be necessary to eliminate the loading or profit added and bring down these items to cost level. That's why you can see the debit side, it is opening stock, it is mentioned in invoice price. This loading will be appeared on the opposite side. That's why we can eliminate the loading or profit added. So you can see the debit side opening stock. You can see the credit side now. Their mention is by stock reserve account loading on opening stock. So that's like this way we can do the loading of opening stock, closing stock, goods into branch and goods returned to head office. These 4 accounts will be affected through the loading. The next is, we will see one example. A Madras head office as a branch at Salem. So now we can see the debit side, it's a 2 balance brought down and these are the opening balance of assets. It is first one is stock 1250 and then debtors 700. So these 2 items are opening balance of assets. And the next one is to goods sent to branch. These goods are sent by head office, that is 9,100. And next one is to bank. These are the expenses which is paid by head office. So rent is 400, salaries is 340, petty cash is 80. To have, we are adding all these 3 amounts, you are getting the answer is 820. And we go to the credit side, it's a buy bank. It is cash sales and cash received from debtors. We add these 2 amounts, we are getting the total is 8,700. So we are doing the sum by tallying the eliminate the loadings or profits. So for eliminating the loading and the profit, we are doing the loading. First we will do the loading for opening stock. You can see the credit side by opening stock reserve 1250 into 25 divided by 125. We are getting the loading is 250 for opening stock reserve. The next is closing stock reserve. Closing stock reserve, it is mentioned in the debit side. It is 2 closing stock reserve 1500 into 25 divided by 125, it is 300. Why we are mentioned as 25 divided by 125 means because the stock and goods and branches are an invoice price, but in our problem question the mention is cost plus 25%. So we are convert this percentage into invoice price. That's why we are mentioned is 25 divided by 125. And then we have to left one more thing is by goods sent to branch loading 9,100 into 25 divided by 125. The answer is 1,820. And then by balance carry down, we are having the stock and the debtors. Stock value is 1,500 and the debtor is 900. In this problem, we have one more missing figure is cash received from debtors. That is why we are doing the calculation of closing debtors account. 2 balance brought down is 700 and the credit sale is 3,500 and the closing balance of debtor is 900. The missing figure is cash received from debtors. That's why I mentioned here is a balance figure 3,300. Thank you.